guys, in this video, I'll be talking about hallucinations and delusions. And if your loved one is experiencing this, it might be scary for you or a little frustrating at times because your loved one is seeing something that's not actually there, or they're fixed on a false idea, which again can be frustrating, it can be scary. We can want to correct them, that's kind of our instinct. But because of the way dementia is impacting the brain, your loved one is likely experiencing something or misinterpreting something in their environment or misinterpreting a situation because, again, of what's happening in the brain due to dementia. So I want to offer a few tips on how to best handle these situations. So first, you want to validate your loved one and what they're experiencing because it is very real to them. If they're seeing a small dog in the corner, you might be tempted to say, "There's no dog over there," but instead you might want to say, "Oh, really? You see a dog? Is it a big dog or a small dog?" That way your loved one feels like, okay, they see what I see. It's not me going crazy. Again, kind of stepping into their reality a little bit. Or you might want to validate their concerns. If they're falsely accusing you or someone else of stealing their purse, you could say something like, "Mom, I'm so sorry your purse is missing. How frustrating for you. Let's look for it together." Again, you're validating what they're experiencing. You might know that the purse is in the laundry room where you put it last night, but again, your mom is feeling like, okay, she understands, she hears me, and then you're addressing her concern. You also want to remain calm. I mentioned it can be easy to get frustrated, but you also want to reassure the individual, reassure your loved one. Especially if they think that they're in danger or they're scared, make sure that you say, "I'm here for you, you're safe." Even a little rub on the back or holding of the hand can really be that comforting touch that they need in that moment. And then also, again, don't argue. That will get you nowhere. If your loved one thinks that they are living on the family farm and it's time to go milk the cows, don't correct them. Just say, "Oh, what did you love best about living on the farm?" Again, kind of validating that you hear what they're saying, but maybe redirect that conversation into something else, a reminiscence of a past memory. And then redirecting. I feel like I give that tip a lot, but it works in so many situations. So you could quickly validate their experience and redirect them to an activity, a favorite song, something of that nature, just to kind of get their mind off of that hallucination or delusion. And again, step into that person's reality. If you are their daughter, if your mom is saying that you are her grandmother instead of acknowledging you as her daughter, it might be okay to just kind of go with it. Or to say, "What did you love most about your grandmother?" Again, acknowledging that you heard the situation, but redirecting it to a different topic. And finally, you might have to modify the environment if there is something in the room that is triggering a hallucination or delusion, such as the shadows from a plant. You might have to also put on your detective's hat to get to the bottom of a hallucination or delusion. And I have an example of how someone did that. So there was a gentleman who was convinced that there was a stranger in his home, but the family was confused because they checked every closet, around every corner, and the stranger was nowhere to be found. But what they realized is that Dad was seeing himself in the mirror. And Dad was confused because in his mind, he was still a spry 30-year-old. So this older gentleman in the mirror was a stranger to him. So the family did something super simple. They just removed all the mirrors from the house and the problem was eliminated. So I hope that these tips are helpful to you as you navigate hallucinations and delusions. And I'm sure you have tips you would like to share. So please comment, and thanks for watching.